our daily COVID-19 update here in our community. I'm joined by our Town Manager Ed Pidermann. Bienvenido, residentes aquí de Miami Lakes. Están mirando nuestro update de todos los días del COVID, del coronavirus. So our update today, we're also going to be talking about our council meeting tonight. Our council meeting starts at 6:30. Everybody can participate in our council meeting via Zoom. All the instructions are online. They'll be also on the social media platforms for the town, so you will be able to participate in that council meeting tonight. Hoy ven una reunión de consejo a las 6:30 y pueden participar desde su casa utilizando Zoom. Es un sistema gratis que estamos usando. La ciudad está pagando por eso. Es un sistema gratis para los residentes que quieren participar. So Miami Lakers, for our daily update, I have our Town Manager Ed Pidermann with us.
Hey Miami Lakers, I just wanted to advise you how many cases we have in the town of Miami Lakes. Believe it or not, we still are at 42. So we've only had an increase of one new case in the last 5 days. This is extraordinary, new, and good news. The previous average, we were averaging 1 to 2, sometimes 3 a day, the increase of new cases in Miami Lakes. So the fact that we've had only one new case in the last 5 days is incredible news, and it's a tribute to everything that you've been doing and how much you're adhering to the medical advice and the guidance from the CDC and all the medical professionals. Le quería avisar a todo el mundo que el número de casos que están probados, confirmados positivos en la ciudad de Miami Lakes sigue en 42. Solo ha habido un caso nuevo en los últimos 5 días. Esta noticia es increíble y es debido al esfuerzo que ustedes han hecho, cubriéndose la cara, manteniendo su distancia y el distanciamiento social. Eso es lo que ha resultado en esta buena noticia.
Well, that's great news here in our community as we're starting to see that the curve is flattening. I know the manager talked about the different metrics that look at that, but here in the Miami Lakes, we've stayed with the same number for a while. So this is truly amazing. Like the manager said, is all thanks to you guys. And part of the discussion today that we wanted to have with all of our residents is about our budget. It's forecasting, looking forward. I know there's been a lot of news out there in regards to budgets, and there are different types of revenues. There are cities that are very dependent on tourist taxes, right? Unlike us that here in the town of Miami Lakes, but our manager had a very lengthy discussion with administrators throughout Miami-Dade County earlier today, and I had asked him if he can update you guys. So, residente aquí de nuestra comunidad, hoy parte de la discusión es hablar del presupuesto de nuestra ciudad echando hacia adelante. Hay muchas ciudades, especialmente las ciudades en la playa, que son dependientes de los taxes de turistas, que es diferente que una ciudad como Miami Lakes. Y es algo que nuestro administrador, yo le pedí que hablar de eso hoy porque él estuvo en una reunión hoy con varios administradores por el condado Miami-Dade County. So Mr. Manager, talk to us about the difference between revenues and how there's certain cities that are having to do certain things, unlike us here in the town of Miami Lakes.
Yeah, the revenues for the town of Miami Lakes as compared to the revenues for a different kind of city that makes their budget up differently, like a Miami Beach, a city of Miami, a Miami-Dade County that relies so heavily on tourist taxes and the taxes that are derived from the port of Miami, from the airport, from the beaches, from the hotels on the beach, those kind of things. We are very different. Our budget is built primarily from property taxes, and then there is some revenue sharing with the state for some sales tax and other types of revenue sources. The sales tax numbers for the month of March have yet not come in. So we don't know what the impact's going to be. We got to see if it's negative, if it's neutral, if it may even be enhanced by all of the crazy spending that a lot of our residents did and everybody did early on in this scare. So we got to see, once the deposits for the month of March come in, we'll have a better idea of if our budget will be impacted for this year and going down the road. I don't believe that it's going to be significantly impacted, even if it is, and it actually may even be enhanced, as crazy as that may sound. So, quería decirle que el presupuesto de la ciudad de Miami Lakes está compuesto de ingresos distintos a una ciudad como Miami Beach o la ciudad de Miami o el condado. Nosotros no tenemos un aeropuerto, no tenemos gran mayoría de hoteles, no tenemos un puerto donde muchos de esos impuestos que están relacionados con el turismo le entra a esas ciudades. Nosotros no tenemos eso. El presupuesto de nosotros está mayormente establecido con ingresos de impuestos de la propiedad, un poquito con dinero que nos manda el Estado del impuesto de ventas, y eso todavía, esos ingresos no se han depositado para el mes de marzo, que fue cuando empezamos a ver este tipo de cambios. Quiero ver, cuando entren esos ingresos, quiero ver qué fue el impacto del mes de marzo para ver si vamos a tener algún problema, o a lo mejor, quién sabe, a lo mejor hasta nos dan más impuestos, más dinero debido a todas las compras que se hicieron.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Thank you for that explanation. And Miami Lakers, if you have any questions about that, you can submit it. Si tienen cualquier pregunta sobre el presupuesto o lo que está pasando en la ciudad, pongan la respuesta ahora. We'll make sure that we answer those questions. So start submitting those questions out. Some other good news, we go through a yearly audit, and tonight those findings will be revealed, and I'll let the manager talk to you guys a little bit about that. So nosotros todos los días, todos los años hay una auditoría de la ciudad, de todos los bancos, cuentas de banco, de cómo estamos usando el dinero y eso. Y hoy la compañía independiente va a hablar de eso en nuestra reunión de consejo, pero al administrador le pueden dejar saber qué está pasando con eso. Mr. Manager, what's the news on our yearly independent audit, and were there any findings, or what's that all about?
Yeah, I'll summarize it in one term: clean bill of health. Our auditors will be there tonight to present the audit, and they're going to declare that there were no negative findings in this year's or last year's audit. So it's going to be great news. Los auditores van a estar en la reunión del consejo esta noche para avisar que el resultado de la auditoría del año pasado, del presupuesto del año pasado, resultó no encontraron nada negativo en el año. Eso es buena noticia, tremenda noticia, y van a estar ahí esta noche.
That's great news. As you can hear, today's been a great day of things going forward, of things happening in our community. I know there's been a tough month, but as you can see, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're working hard to make sure that we go back to normal. I'm going to go back to some of the questions. Voy a empezar mirando las preguntas, so start submitting them. I know we're going to start getting some of those questions, and we even have some residents here, watching here from live. So even if you guys have any questions, or Alex, you got any questions, throw it our way. Alex Cruz Acebo, any news on opening up? And Alex, that means many different things for us, right? Opening up means City Hall, which we're doing virtually. Opening up means businesses, but we can touch on both of those subjects.
Yeah, I know that the first thing that will probably come back to some semblance of normalcy are going to be our leisure activities, our golf course and our parks. Those are the things that there's countywide task forces that have been established to look at beaches, our waterways, golf courses, and our parks. And we probably will see within just a couple days, maybe even before the weekend, some announcements that our parks may be reopened, not completely reopened, for baseball games and soccer games and all of that. That won't happen. The first step is going to be for leisurely play, for casual play, for walking on the trails. Those kind of things are going to be the first baby step to getting back to a normal state. So, le quería avisar que lo que está pasando es que el condado, un comité grande que atraviesa todo el condado, ha estado mirando a tomar el primer pasito para regresarnos a un estatus normal, que están viendo el waterways, el agua, las playas, los parques y también los campos de golf. Eso es lo que están tratando de ver, cómo pueden abrir, y va a haber un anuncio probablemente en los próximos 2 o 3 días.
So I hope that answers your question. And in terms of City Hall, we're already working. Our folks are working virtually, and those discussions are ongoing. I know the discussions. I know our Economic Development Committee is meeting tonight. They're going to be talking about hopefully presenting some plan. I didn't know they're going to meet around 4 o'clock, I think, virtually, so you guys can participate there. So they're going to be. I know they've been talking to business owners, small business owners throughout our community, because those folks are going through a very tough time. So, Mr. Manager, I know The question keeps coming up because a lot of folks are jumping back in. So some of the good news is our number has stayed flat here in our community in terms of folks that have the coronavirus, and that number is, Mr. Manager?
Yeah, the state report that came out this morning at 10 in the morning still shows that we only have 42 cases in the town of Miami Lakes. That's only an increase of 1 in the last 5 days. That's great news. Normally we were seeing 1 to 2 a day. So normally we would have been, 12 to 13 cases in a 5-day span. But what we really are only finding is 1 case in the last 5 days, which is great news.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Roberto Razón is asking, el viernes pasado no alcancé en la fila de los vegetales y las frutas. ¿Es posible para los seniors tener otra opción? Roberto, sí, en nuestra comunidad hay un grupo que está trabajando para llevarle mandados todos los viernes a las personas de mayor edad en nuestra comunidad. Son los Giving Gators y eso. Puedes mandar la información a mi oficina y nosotros lo coordinamos eso. Y también hay la iglesia Miami Lakes United Methodist Church que está dando alimentos lunes a viernes de las 10 de la mañana hasta 12 del día. Y este viernes también estamos trabajando a hacer otro distribución en el Parque Roberto Alonso aquí en nuestra comunidad. En Miami Lakers, the question was that he was unable to get some food distribution on Friday. So is there anything else in our community that's going on? Yes, there's 3 programs. Miami Lakes United Methodist is giving out 500 meals every single day. They're having their distribution every day from 10 to noon from Monday through Friday. And there's also a group of volunteers that every Friday they are delivering groceries to our seniors. And also this Friday, we're working on another food distribution at Roberto Alonso Park, over there at Royal Oaks Park. So make sure that if you have any questions, you can send it to me, send it to my office, ask the manager. We'll get you guys in touch with all that information and with all those different groups. So Miami Lakers, there's no other questions. Make sure you start submitting it now. We're going to be closing off in a little bit because we have a council meeting tonight that starts at 6:30, and that's a virtual council meeting via Zoom. You guys can participate, actually speak via Zoom live. We're the first city in the nation to do that, so make sure that you participate tonight. Give us your feedback. Let us know what's going on. I'll give it another 30 seconds. We'll do some closing remarks. But if you have any questions, start submitting them now. Mr. Manager?
Yeah, just following up a little bit on what the mayor started to talk about, which was there's a weekly meeting of all of the city managers of all of our cities here in the Miami-Dade County. And in our meeting today, it was a virtual meeting, it was telephonic. This meeting, everybody made the same distinction, which is that those of us that our budgets are built similarly, none of us are taking drastic and unprecedented action until we have better information. So nobody's laying people off, nobody's furloughing people, nobody's dramatically cutting the budget. Those large cities that rely heavily on the tourist tax, those are the ones that are unfortunately having to take more drastic action earlier on. So I just wanted to repeat that, and we're not alone. Similar, smaller municipalities, small to mid-sized municipalities are all taking the same approach, and it's the wise approach. We do not want to make the condition in our economy worse by putting more people out of work, by putting more people in line to request benefits from the state of Florida. We want to do our part everywhere we can to soften the blow, not make it worse.
So, como vieron, residente aquí de Miami Lakes, las ciudades como Miami Lakes, de verdad no he visto ningún problema con nuestros presupuestos hasta el momento. Las ciudades grandes, nuestro condado específicamente, las que están en la área de la playa, están viendo unos problemas. So, ahí cuando tú ves que están despidiendo su empleado, haciendo diferentes cosas, porque son dependientes de los turistas, de los taxis que entran por los hoteles y eso, que es completamente diferente que de Miami Lakes. But yeah, Miami Lakers, I don't see any questions. Participate tonight. Call us. Let us know if you need anything. 305-364-6100. That's 305-364-6100. And together, we will get through this. Take care. God bless. And chime in into the council meeting tonight.